surprised at all. It's who he is. It's who he is. I've always thought that he's a horrible person, and this is every bit of proof.
To help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that.
Floyd Mayweather is bankrupt. At least that's what Logan Paul thinks. Logan hopped on the Walkway to Fight Club show, and when he was asked about being paid, he was nothing short of honest.
It's unfortunate because, same Floyd Money Mayweather. Surely I was going to get my check fairly quickly, right? And that didn't happen, so I'm sure it'll come eventually.
The incident reportedly shocked viewers, especially since Mayweather has long built his reputation around extreme luxury and a money identity, consistently presenting himself as financially untouchable and above struggle. If the leaked material turns out to be accurate, it could significantly shift how the public views the former boxing champion and spark deeper discussions about what his extravagant lifestyle may have truly cost him over time.
And the business model that he put out there, it doesn't necessarily work for everyone. Okay. But it's a business model. These fighters aspire to be great, but they also aspire for shit money.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. stands out as more than a former professional boxer. Many consider him the most technically skilled defensive fighter the sport has ever seen, as well as one of its most financially successful figures outside the ring. Hailing from Grand Rapids, Michigan, he began his professional boxing journey in 1996 and quickly established a career defined by discipline and dominance. His combination of lightning-fast reflexes, sharp ring intelligence, and elite defensive technique allowed him to remain undefeated throughout his career, ultimately finishing with a flawless 50-0 record. Beyond his achievements as an athlete, Mayweather built a powerful business empire around his name. Through strategic promotion in his company, Mayweather Promotions, he turned major fights, most notably against Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, into massive global events, generating enormous revenue and pushing his total career earnings past the billion-dollar mark. His larger-than-life persona as Money Mayweather became a global brand in itself. Lavish purchases, private jets, luxury jewelry, and multi-million-dollar shopping habits all reinforced his image as the face of wealth and success. Still, even with all the fame and fortune, stories of extreme wealth often carry complexities that are not always visible behind the public image.
Like some confusion is Tank a Mayweather Promotions fighter still? Is he not? What is his his involvement with Mayweather Promotions, or is it just all still PBC, Al Heyman?
Yeah, Tank is not signed to Mayweather Promotions.
Okay. Gotcha.
He's not signed to Mayweather Promotions. His contract ran out, and that's fine.
Still
but as I always say, contracts don't define relationships.
Mayweather Promotions, established by Floyd Mayweather Jr., rapidly grew into a major powerhouse within the boxing industry. Built on the foundation of Mayweather's unmatched success inside the ring and his worldwide popularity, the organization developed a distinct reputation centered on high-profile matchups and fighter-driven opportunities. Leonard Ellerbe, who previously served as CEO, was a key figure in elevating the company's reach and influence. Under his direction, Mayweather Promotions helped deliver some of the most legendary and financially successful events in boxing history. A defining moment came in 2015 with a long-awaited showdown between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. The fight broke multiple pay-per-view records and produced more than $600 million in total revenue, making it one of the biggest events the sport had ever seen. Later, in 2017, Mayweather stepped into another massive crossover event against UFC superstar Conor McGregor. That fight further strengthened the promotion's global dominance, surpassing 4 million pay-per-view purchases and attracting attention from audiences around the world together. These landmark events didn't just generate extraordinary financial success, they also solidified the Mayweather brand as a symbol of spectacle, influence, and unmatched promotional power in combat sports.
Floyd Mayweather, the highest paid athlete, not the highest paid boxer, the highest paid athlete in the world. I had the opportunity and pleasure to be around him for many years. I was his personal shopper. I was a personal friend of his family. One of my greatest memories of being just lucky enough to even be around that environment was watching him train. Watching Floyd Mayweather train is a masterclass in discipline. It is a masterclass in work ethic. It is a masterclass in this is how you execute and get stuff done. Every rep, he hits it hard. There's not one lazy rep. He does everything at such a high frequency, so elevated. I'm like, goodness gracious, watching this man train, it's like, that's how I want to train for life. I've been to the club with Floyd where we leave in the club 3-4 in the morning and he's still going to hit his 6 miles. He'll have all the cars follow him and he's running down the Las Vegas Strip, down back streets.
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1.8 is high. 18 life.
happy birthday, champ.
That's how we doing.
1 point. That is sick, dude.
But you gotta show him what he's saying.
Money green.
No,
Hold on. This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. 101 piece.
One of one.
Money team.
Can we see it on him?
Yes, sir.
That one of one.
$1.8 million.
It's a one of one. I love that.
During his time as CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerbe was recognized for his strong business strategy, clear long-term planning, and deep knowledge of the boxing industry. With him in charge, the company didn't just grow in revenue. It also became a platform for developing the sport's rising talent. A major example of this success was Gervonta "Tank" Davis, identified and supported early by the Mayweather-Ellerbe leadership team. Davis transformed from a highly regarded prospect into a global boxing star and pay-per-view draw. His explosive knockout power, confident personality, and unbeaten record helped him gain widespread fame and recognition. Much of his rise was attributed to the close management and promotional direction provided under Ellerbe's leadership.
17-0 in 12-round fights.
Like he tried to get Pacquiao out of here.
Exactly.
Never entered the ring. He didn't get off to his fastest start.
Or try to the right anytime he gets ready.
Hits him into the corner.
Less. Using the jab as not more than a rangefinder because it landed to land at the ropes. He wheels off those.
With a sense in his mind that he wants to do, he can do.
Mayweather, because they felt that he was the obstacle to getting the fight made.
He couldn't fight as he did against Margarito, much slower.
He came in not really as up on point like Floyd was, and he got a way different
without the tactical ammunition to open up. And in Grand Rapids, Las Vegas.
When Leonard Ellerbe eventually left his role at Leonard Ellerbe, the decision sent shockwaves through the boxing community. Around that time, Gervonta Davis, who had already begun voicing dissatisfaction with how things were being handled on the promotional side, became increasingly outspoken. Through interviews and activity on social media, Davis openly expressed that he felt both overlooked and poorly treated during his run with the organization, though he went on to imply that, in the later stages, more attention was being placed on business image and presentation rather than the actual growth and support of fighters. This separation exposed growing friction inside what was once seen as a tightly connected Mayweather promotion structure, suggesting that even highly successful partnerships in boxing can eventually break down behind the scenes.
So Frank, that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not going to hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
However, as allegations of large-scale financial misconduct continue to circulate, new reports have begun to emerge claiming that Floyd Mayweather Jr. could potentially be facing bankruptcy, intensifying an already controversial situation. These claims have moved beyond online speculation, with some voices inside the combat sports industry also repeating similar concerns. One of the most notable comments came from former UFC fighter and analyst Chael Sonnen, who is well known for his outspoken takes. Sonnen made striking allegations regarding the highly promoted Mayweather vs. Conor McGregor event, which is often described as one of the biggest money-making fights in combat sports history. He suggested that the event's commercial success may not have been as straightforward as widely believed. According to his statements, the atmosphere around the event was enhanced in ways that created a misleading impression, including claims that sections of visibly empty seating were filled to make the arena appear completely sold out. He described it as a carefully managed presentation shaped by strong promotional tactics and media optics surrounding the fight.
Hi there and welcome to Jam's Boxing Chat. This is just a quick one that the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerbe, has left his role with immediate effect. He's been replaced by Richard Schaefer. God knows what's going on in the Mayweather camp, but I'm sure we'll find.
The perceived decline in Floyd Mayweather's empire reportedly began to take shape following the resignation of Leonard Ellerbe. His close associate, advisor, and former CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Ellerbe was widely viewed as more than just a business figure. He was considered a key strategist behind many of Mayweather's most lucrative ventures outside the ring. For years, he managed negotiations, coordinated major fight promotions, and helped maintain the strong commercial image tied to the Money brand. This support system allowed Floyd Mayweather Jr. to focus on competing while maximizing the financial value of his name. His exit represented more than a simple organizational change. According to these accounts, it marked the beginning of instability within the structure they had built together. Without Ellerbe's industry knowledge and leadership, the promotional side reportedly began to lose momentum. Some observers claim that events and marketing efforts did not carry the same impact as before, while there were also suggestions that certain fighters began to distance themselves from the brand. At the same time, rumors of internal mismanagement started to circulate more frequently. Additional reports allege that Mayweather faced challenges adjusting to responsibilities previously handled by his longtime right-hand man. With that support system gone, the overall direction of his business operations was said to have become less stable and less coordinated over time.
I mean, it's such two big draws. They promoted it so
It's
well.
all anybody's talking about.
Yeah, there's still a number.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big a draw is, there's still a number. If this guy got 100 million, this guy got 100 million, then you got to advertise it, promote it. You got to bring
It's the guarantees that kill everything. If they were just getting percentages, then obviously everybody would.
You're saying the seats were empty. I can understand it not making the money, but the seats being empty seems
peculiar.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the world where you have a pay-per-view hit that didn't have a live audience hit. Like if your live audience is your first focus group, isn't sold out, you didn't do pay-per-view numbers.
Sure.
But boxing will still claim that to this day. They still to this day claim that that's number one. And if you want to be the biggest pay-per-view in boxing history, all you have to do is claim.
Within boxing circles, speculation began to intensify as quiet talk about internal disputes at Leonard Ellerbe's former organization shifted from subtle rumors into widespread conjecture. Behind the public image of success and luxury, unnamed insiders suggested that Ellerbe may not have left his position voluntarily, but instead was allegedly pushed out of the company in a more discreet manner. Although no official confirmation has ever supported these claims, the lack of clarity surrounding his exit only added to ongoing speculation. At the same time, the absence of a clear public response from Floyd Mayweather Jr. further amplified the discussion. For someone widely known for his bold personality and constant control over public perception, his decision not to directly address the situation struck many observers as unusual, fueling even more questions within the industry.
So how do I say goodbye? Someone who's been with me.
After Leonard Ellerbe stepped down from his position as CEO of Leonard Ellerbe, the organization reportedly required a seasoned figure with both strong industry knowledge and a clear strategic outlook to preserve its standing in boxing. In that context, Richard Schaefer, the former CEO of Golden Boy Promotions, emerged as a leading candidate. His potential involvement was viewed as a calculated decision, given his extensive experience in promoting major fights and his track record with high-profile events, including the well-known Mayweather vs. De La Hoya matchup. His negotiation skills and established connections within the sport positioned him as someone capable of guiding the company through a transitional phase. Despite his credentials, Schaefer would have faced a complicated environment. Ellerbe was not simply an executive. He was considered a close confidant of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and played a central role in building Mayweather Promotions into a global name. The timing of Ellerbe's exit also appeared to overlap with growing tensions involving Gervonta Davis, who was widely seen as a future cornerstone of the brand. Davis had increasingly voiced dissatisfaction with his promotional handling, using social media and interviews to express frustration with both the company and its leadership. Some industry insiders believe that Davis's rising status and outspoken criticism may have contributed to internal strain within the organization, potentially placing Ellerbe in a difficult position between loyalty to Mayweather and managing one of his biggest rising stars. In the end, these overlapping pressures are often cited as factors that may have weakened the internal stability of Mayweather Promotions during a critical period of its evolution.
We're first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with that's what I was real. That's what I was told at the time.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. also experienced public tensions with Gervonta Davis, with disagreements spilling beyond training and promotional matters into open view. Their conflict played out across media and social platforms, where Mayweather reportedly voiced disappointment with Davis's conduct and professional discipline. At one point, Davis even posted an offensive message about Mayweather on social media, though he later removed it. Despite the growing friction between the two, Leonard Ellerbe continued to stand firmly behind Davis, viewing him as a future cornerstone of the sport and a potential successor in boxing's spotlight long before Mayweather's transformation into the globally recognized money persona. Reports and discussions of financial pressure were already circulating. According to these claims, issues involving unpaid taxes had surfaced years earlier, with speculation that he once faced the possibility of serious legal consequences related to IRS obligations. Some accounts also allege that, at one stage, he borrowed around $2 million in order to help address part of his outstanding tax burden. His total tax-related liabilities were reported in some circles to have reached approximately $22.2 million, a figure that fueled further discussion about his financial situation at the time for critics and observers. These reports painted a more complicated picture behind the flashy public image of extreme wealth. It suggested that, beneath the luxury lifestyle and high-profile spending, there may have been periods where financial management challenges contrasted sharply with the money branding he became known for.
It was a bunch of gambling debts. Floyd, okay? And he tried to plant fake news out here saying that he was in downtown LA giving out money, and then he was at the, the basketball game. This is Floyd in Dubai. Yeah. Uh-huh. Because there's a lot of people out here that think just because people are flashing money means that they have money. It's so backwards. You just don't understand how backwards it is, okay? Because when you earn it, like I said, you don't want nobody to know you got it. But here's the thing, if Floyd had money, don't you think the money would have already been transferred there? If Floyd had money, don't you think the money would have already been transferred there?
Recent reports have intensified scrutiny surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr., with allegations emerging that he is now linked to several major financial controversies that could significantly damage his long-standing public image. The center of these claims is an alleged $42 million real estate-related fraud case involving luxury property investments. According to these accusations, investors were reportedly encouraged to fund high-end development projects that were either never completed or did not exist in the form they were presented. Some individuals claimed they were shown altered paperwork, manipulated financial forecasts, and even falsified architectural plans, all of which were used to create a sense of legitimacy around the investments. Reports further suggest that Mayweather's name and brand recognition played a role in attracting investors, many of whom now say they feel misled and financially harmed separately. Public attention briefly shifted when Mayweather was seen making charitable donations to homeless shelters in Los Angeles, an act that initially drew praise. However, this narrative was later questioned after he shared images on social media showing a luxury lifestyle in Dubai around the same timeframe, leading some observers to question the consistency of the timeline and his intentions behind the donation. Adding to the controversy, former associate Gervonta Davis made an extraordinary claim suggesting that Mayweather was not simply traveling abroad, but was allegedly being held in Dubai over unpaid luxury debts, including jewelry-related expenses. This allegation quickly spread across social platforms, further fueling speculation about his financial condition and stability together. These overlapping claims have created a wave of controversy that continues to circulate widely within boxing and entertainment discussions.
Floyd Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back. Like and follow for more.
Leonard Ellerbe was widely credited with helping transform Mayweather Promotions into a dominant force within the boxing industry during his time as CEO. Under his leadership, the company promoted some of the sport's most historic events, including the record-setting showdown between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. He also played a significant role in the early career development of fighters such as Gervonta Davis, helping guide him from a rising prospect into a major pay-per-view attraction and one of boxing's standout stars. Through Ellerbe's business strategy and understanding of the sport, Mayweather Promotions maintained a strong presence at the top level of boxing for years, when he eventually stepped away from his position. The company publicly expressed appreciation for his contributions, noting his decision to focus more on his personal life and family. However, in later remarks during an interview, Ellerbe reportedly reflected on concerns about the long-term direction of Mayweather's legacy. He suggested that while Mayweather's achievements inside the ring were already historic, any major disruption or misstep in his post-career life could potentially impact how his legacy is viewed. His comments highlighted the importance of stable leadership and careful decision-making in maintaining the reputation built over years of success in boxing.
Now, this comes amid, rumors of Floyd Mayweather being stuck in Dubai because he owes people money. And, these are coming from trustworthy sources, Gervonta Davis, Floyd Mayweather, people who know about Floyd Mayweather's inner life. But back to TMZ. So they reported Floyd Mayweather was courtside for last night's pivotal Clippers versus Mavericks game, but before money got to the arena, he was handing it out, blessing 3 homeless men with $30K. Now, there are no pictures, there is no video of this happening, but there is an official TMZ article, and TMZ usually gets it right. TMZ also said, we're told Mayweather began talking to the guys and decided he wanted to help, so he busted out his backpack and blessed each guy with 10 racks. I don't want to show my face, but Floyd just gave us 30,000, Reynolds, one of the men, said after receiving the gift.
What's your take on these explosive claims about Floyd Mayweather Jr.? Do you think there's real substance behind them? Or is this just another wave of internet speculation and media exaggeration? Share your opinion in the comments below.